What you talking about now, Cine? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out. Y'all be the ones. The ones that's always, oh, I can take this. Like, yo, y'all be the ones to lose it first. I know, I'm telling you. Like, I took a couple of y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make it easy. Y'all make it so easy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, y'all set this mentality up of, you know, I ain't gonna say y'all, we set this mentality up of, you know what I mean, I gotta get her. And then what? After that, after you get her, what you gonna do? You know? And women do this shit too, but this conversation ain't really for women at this point. But women do that shit too. They'll get a man or whatnot, and then it's like, I don't want no bitch looking at him, I don't want this. So you gotta break that. In order for that shit to happen, if you got with an attractive motherfucker, if you got with a motherfucker that you were interested in, and you don't want anybody else to be attracted to interested, you have to break them down. You literally have to break them down, and you're going to break them down. You're going to take away their essence, you're going to take away their self-confidence, their self-esteem, all of that shit. You're going to sabotage the fuck out of them. And then you're going to get to the point where it's just like, yo, you let yourself go. You not the same woman I got with. Duh, motherfucker. Like, she can't be. Because you scary. Because you know that you can't keep her. Because it's like, yo, I can put the game down and Mac, but it's like, whatever. So, we got to evolve and transcend above macking and pimping. And, you know what I'm saying, just hollering at her. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let me get your number. What you going to do with the number when you get it? How you going to entertain her? You know what I'm saying? The first point in all of that shit is conversation. You know, coming up, I wish I would have had, like, old heads and, you know, big homies to tell me, yo, have a conversation first. I learned this. I probably learned this when I was, like, 16 maybe? 15, 16? Somewhere around there. Because I was just like spitting game, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, hey, your man ain't me, this, that, and the third. Hey, yo, I know you looking for a man. I was using song lyrics and all of that shit. Like, you feel me? It's like, yo, because you hear that shit from your big homies, but nobody ever sat me down and just said, have a conversation with her. You feel what I'm saying? Have a regular conversation with her. Because she's going to have her wall up. Because she can sense the disingenuousness of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't being authentic with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I put it, like, I got to put it in perspective. I got more women from having conversations than I did trying to holler. And it's always the subtle shit. It'd be like, yo, you know, hey, how you doing? You know? And go from there. If she stops the conversation, just stop it. It ain't got to go from there. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all got to learn how to play the game accordingly. It's not a game, but y'all got to know what I mean is y'all got to know how to be in this game in a productive manner. You feel what I'm saying? You can't. They got the phrase like, yo, you can't what you doing me to death. And on the grander scale of that, you can't, hey, how you doing to death. All the time. Sometimes you need to go straight into the conversation, bro. It's that simple. You need to go straight into the conversation. Well, how the fuck do I go into the conversation? Well, most times you're meeting somebody, you're in a common place. You can start there. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be, hey, how you doing all the time. It's like, yo, you can crack a joke. You feel what I'm saying? You can crack a joke. Now you got to be funny with it. You feel what I'm saying? And not only be funny with it, but you got to have the confidence that that joke really came from you. I'm not thinking and computing, I'm going to say this joke, she going to say this back. It's like, nah, this is how it's going to go and it's going to flow. You feel what I'm saying? This is how it's going to go and this is how it's going to flow. You know, sir, I've been in situations where conversations have been started off jokes. You know what I mean? And as they say, you know, if you want, the best way to get a woman is to make her laugh. Genuinely laugh. You feel what I'm saying? How you gonna, like, if you can't make it, it's kind of like, I ain't gonna say double-edged sword, but it kind of goes hand in hand. If you can't make her laugh, you're not gonna be able to have a conversation with her. Because the sense of humor is a sense of humor taps more into the personality of a person. You feel what I'm saying? And then you gotta feel it. See, another thing is, like, a lot of y'all don't know how to read body language, bro. Y'all don't know how to read body language and energy. I mean, you can, and I really believe that you can really read body language and energy. But the thing about it is that y'all we us we ignore the body language. We ignore the dry conversation. You know, when she's really fucking with you, you ain't gotta argue with the shit. You ain't gotta fight it. You know what I mean? You can just let it flow organically. If it's not flowing organically, dip out. Dip out. But you gotta start reading body language. You feel what I'm saying? If she looks a certain way, or she, like, you know what I mean, just distance yourself. And that's the first point in actually getting a woman. Start understanding patience and time and valuing that. You don't have to get her number that first time. You don't.